Hello again everyone, Age of Dune here, and we are back casting another League of Legends game. Mostly diamond from last season, a couple platinums and a gold, but as you can see here, it's got a couple of the really popular players here. I know Jessca Jung has been requested by a couple people, and I personally am a big fan of Wings of Death, so I figured this game would be a great game to cast. Jessca Jung is actually Vayne, who's, personally, I really like Vayne. I really wish I could play AD carry, and if I ever do, I think I may end up trying to pick her up. I've already played her once in a normal game, but nothing much more than that. By the way, I'm up here because as we came in, we saw a kill on something up here. So I want to go ahead and see that when it's ready, and we know that nothing was down here. It looks like Xin is actually coming in for a gank here. So I have a feeling Lee Sin's about to get ganked. Not sure whether he'll turn out okay. Caitlyn's actually really low, but she did end up living. So, okay, here we go. Here's the Xin gank. He does come in. Riven goes in under the tower, and yeah, Lee Sin's gonna die to that. Is Riven gonna die? Oh. Oh, my. Okay, so yeah, that was really close. Came very close to dying, but he did actually end up living. It's a very nice little gank. Oh, no. Now Hecarim's going in on the Xin Zhao. Does Xin Zhao have flash? Xin Zhao does have flash, but red buff still killed him. Ouch. So alright, Hecarim just got a kill out of that, and he just refreshed his double buff, which is really unfortunate for the blue team. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the players here. We've got Jessca Jung as Vayne versus Caitlyn, who's played by J. Dubbin. Just going to put that down there. Then we've got Maxi playing Lulu versus Support Trundle, played by really CGGCAGGAATAA. So yeah, I won't be saying his name anymore. But yeah, he is their support, so he is against Lulu. Mid lane, we've got Vile Rose, who I think used to be in Curse at one time, but I don't think he is anymore. Vile Rose as Diana versus Twisted Fate, played by, yes, I'm Kelland, or Selland. I'm not sure which. Oop, here comes another gank. We'll take a look at the rest of the units in a moment. Xin Zhao went in, but Caitlyn did use her net to get out of that, so she is going to escape with no problem whatsoever. Good attempt though there, Xin. There's a couple pings here, not sure why. Alright, let's look at the top lane now. We've got Riven versus Lee Sin. Riven is played by Wings of Death X, and Lee Sin is played by Angeloid0X. Two little X people up here, so X people. That's mean. Okay, finally we've got Xin Zhao played by the Swinging Salt as the jungler for the blue team. Nice trade there, nice trade. Versus Hecarim, played by Ichiba NNN. Oh, that's a gank coming in, and Hecarim just shoved Riven away, and yeah, Riven goes down with no problem. So that is a kill for Lee Sin, actually. So Lee Sin is now 1-1, or 1-1, as is Riven. So there we go. They're now tied. Not too shabby. Mid lane, I don't think much has happened at all. There's been a little harass between the two, but mostly they've just been farming. Have a decent amount of CS for each. 5 difference between the two of them, which is not bad at all. Yet again, Caitlyn is really close to dying, but at the same time, so is Vayne. So I don't think there's going to be any trading here. Neither of the junglers is anywhere close. Ooh, Xin is actually invading here. Surprise! There's a Hecarim. Hecarim went in on him, but Diana is here to help, or she's here to run away. So yeah, she ran, and then unfortunately didn't run quite far enough, and got caught by that TF gold card, but she did end up taking down the Hecarim beforehand. So Lee Sin just got a double kill out of that. He's now got double buff, which is going to make things really uncomfortable for Wings of Death up here. But Diana did at least take one person down before going down herself, and it was Hecarim who already had a kill, so he was worth slightly increased gold. Alright. Down bot, it looks like Caitlyn had to go back. She was actually really low. Jessca Jung had potions, so I guess that she was able to bring herself back up. Not sure what Wings of Death was doing there. I think he was thinking about taking double golems, but he ended up not. But yeah, Caitlyn had to go back because I don't think she had the potions, but Vayne did. So Vayne was able to stay in lane and continue farming. Still say it's very interesting to see a Trundle support. I don't think that's definitely a new one for me. Alright, so Wings of Death, the Riven is coming back into lane. Bunny Girl Riven, by the way. In the meantime, Lee Sin is actually just going to go ahead and farm double golems, which Wings actually did not get, even though it looked like he was going to. So, free gold for Lee Sin. Not bad there for Lee Sin at all. A couple back pings here. I'm not sure who's pinging back. I think that was actually just Diana saying, hey, watch out, TF is MIA, because at the time, TF was somewhere down here. I believe he was warding at the time, but Diana really didn't know what was going on, so it's always good to call MIAs if necessary. Vayne's getting a little bit more harassed there on that Caitlyn. Caitlyn hit her back with an attack, but I believe it was shielded by the Lulu, which is very nice of the Lulu. Takes some pretty good reaction time to do that. I am not all that great with shields myself, so I don't really play them. I like to play the ones that can heal after the fact. Oh, here comes another gank by the Hecarim. Diana is way out here, and she just used her ulti. She is stunned by the TF. She did flash to get out of this, but she was hit by the ulti from Hecarim. She did use her shield, so she's actually getting pretty low, but oh, she does go down to the TF cards. Good attempt on her part, but in the meantime, up top, we've got Wings of Death and Lee Sin going in on it. Lee Sin does end up going down to Wings of Death as Riven, but Riven also goes down to Lee Sin because Lee Sin was able to kick that Riven under the tower. Very nice move by him. Thought I heard a tornado, but apparently not, because there is no Janet in this game. Ooh, that's a nice little trap there. Oh, incoming TF ulti. TF does have his yellow card. He did ult that GG Jessca Jung. Jessca Jung just shoved the Caitlyn into the wall. So she was actually going to get a 1-for-1 out of this unless this Lulu goes down. Lulu's getting really low. And she did go ahead and use her exhaust on the TF, but it was not quite enough. But now in comes the Xin. Nope, Xin is not coming. So that ended up being a 2-for-1. Vayne did get a kill out of it. But unfortunately for the blue team, I believe... No, Caitlyn didn't get anything. Caitlyn got nothing except an assist. The Trundle and the TF actually got both of those kills. So that is actually not too shabby for the blue team because of that little bonus there that Vayne got the kill. If Vayne hadn't got the kill, it would have been terrible. Oh, Diana's going in on Hecarim. Not able to take him down, but she did quite a bit of damage to him. But because of that, Vayne now has a lead on Caitlyn, actually. Whoa! If you look at the CS there, she's got almost, but not quite, twice the CS of the Caitlyn as well. So she definitely has a huge lead. And if the Caitlyn's not careful, she could probably end up using this to snowball. I mean, yes, she's not an early game champ. Oh, incoming gank again. And Xin is able to take down the Lee Sin. Wings takes another tower shot, but it's not quite enough to take him down. He probably needs to go back soon, though, because Hecarim's coming, and Hecarim's super fast. So if he doesn't start being very quickly, he can get caught. But he is actually going to go ahead and go back to his close to his tower. Not all the way, but he does know that if Hecarim decides to come, he will be picked up by these minions. So he knows it's safe to go ahead and go back here, because this is warded, and that's there. And as I said, Vayne, yeah, she could do that. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at what happened there. Oh wow, she just punched that Caitlyn into the wall. She did go ahead and flash for this, and I believe she ended up using a roll, would be my guess. There's the roll. She actually did not end up getting it using the kill, using the roll to get the kill, but she was able to just grab the kill. Oh no, incoming TF. She was able to grab the kill just using her regular run, but the TF is able to take her down. So she does get a kill out of it. Oh no, and down goes the Lulu again. So that ended up being a 1-for-2 again. Yet again, it was a kill for Vayne and a kill for Trundle and TF. So it's kind of a repeat of the last time, but honestly, it is better for the purple team than for the blue team. The blue team does have the knowledge that the kill went to the AD carry, whereas none of the kills went to the AD carry for the purple team. But even still, it's really not that great when you're trading 2-for-1. I guess the Lulu ran this way to go ahead and try to escape that TF. But now Wings of Death is being ganked again by this Hecarim. I believe Hecarim has his ulti. He does. So if he wants to, he could probably go in, but it doesn't look like Lee Sin was actually going in at all. So Riven is going to escape this with no problem. Xin is coming down bottom, maybe? Maybe? It looks like he's coming down bottom. And he's about to get picked up by the ward, so these two are going to fall back quickly. But he's pretty far over, so I'm not sure that they'll be able to escape this. The Vayne is coming in pretty hard. Oh, I'll go look at that in a moment. And it looks like Xin is going to go ahead and turret dive. Maybe not, maybe not. He did go ahead and go in, but he didn't actually end up diving too much. So there were no kills awarded there. But up top, we did see a kill. Ah, she got the... Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at that whole thing, actually. Don't want to see just the kill. Alright, so they're both at full. She does end up going in, stuns him, and does quite a bit of damage just using her abilities there. She does go ahead and ignite him, so he's getting pretty low there, and then uses her ulti to take him down. Very nice. That's something that always gets me. I never really know when the ulti will take them down. So I probably would not have done that, and I would have figured that it would not happen. I am definitely not the greatest Riven world. Not best Riven NA. Not at all. Well, there is somebody named that. Almost watched one of his games, but I ended up getting into this game instead, which I'm pretty happy about. Side note, the website that I was talking about in the last video, it doesn't always work. I'm not sure... Oh, Xin is going in again. He is exhausted. In comes the TF, though. TF came in back there. There's the stun on the Xin. Xin is ulted by the Lulu, though, so Xin's going to escape this without any problem. The Trundle is having to watch... Ah, that shield from the Lulu. GG Jessca Jung does go down, though, to the TF again. And is Lulu going to go down again? Oh, she's really low. Yes, she does go down. So this time, it was a 2-0. That's really close, though. I think that GG Jessca Jung should have backed off a bit before when she actually did, and that would have turned out okay. The Diana is over here. She did get punted back by that pillar, though, so she's not going to be able to do too much at all. She was trying to go in on that Trundle, I believe, but that did not end up happening. There is the purple ping on Baron, or Dragon, sorry. Diana just said, fine, I'll just hit Hecarim. But yeah, that website is not... I don't know, I don't understand it. I went, and there's a button you can push to view your games in spectator mode, which is actually really awesome, and at the time, that was the only time I'd tried it, and it worked successfully for me. So I was like, hey, this is great, I'll be able to do this every time. So today I went ahead and searched for a GG Jessca Jung game, and she was in the game, so I went ahead and said, alright, go ahead and spectate. And it took about 30 seconds and said, nope, can't find the game. So... at the time, I figured maybe it had something to do with the game wasn't over yet, so I waited until after it was over, because Wings of Death was actually in that one, so I knew when it was over. But, again, it didn't change anything. Oh my. Wings of Death is in trouble here. He is going to try to escape this. There is the Hecarim ulti, but he flashed out of it. He does go ahead and stun there, but... he doesn't run that. Oh, in comes the Xin. Wings of Death does go down, and now the Xin is in here. He's trying to do a little bit of damage, but he wasn't able to do anything. So it ended up being a 1-4-0 here. But Diana came up as well, not able to do anything either because Twisted Fate came up with her. So Diana's going to go ahead and go back. Poor Riven is going to lay here dead. And Xin's going to go back into the jungle. So yeah, I really wish I knew what exactly triggered the website. I'm not sure if it has to be a game in the spectator mode here that shows up in a featured game. That's the only thing I can think of, is that if it's a featured game, it'll actually be viewable or something. Because when I try to view it, it just says game not found, game not found, game not found. It doesn't seem to be time-based because I did wait quite some time after the previous game was done. I'll check again after this game, and if it does work, then I'll report it to you the next video. That was an interesting ulti. I don't know why he did that. I don't get it. Yeah, let me see. I'm gonna take a look at that. These guys are here, and he knows where they're going, so he knows they're not going over there. But he went ahead and just teleported over here. I don't get it. So, yeah, he just teleported over there. I guess he's doing a lane gank now. He is doing a lane gank, yes, definitely. Maybe that's why he did that, just to scare people back, and now they don't know he's doing a lane gank? I'm not sure. Vayne's actually quite low here. Well, at about half health. But they're not... Oh, in comes the Xin, so it's actually going to be a 3 versus 3. The Lulu got really low there. Did end up ulting herself, so she did survive. Caitlyn's getting really low. Caitlyn did use barrier, though, so she is going to survive this. And Caitlyn does take down that Vayne, and TF is able to take down the Xin Zhao. So again, it was a 2... Oh, in comes the Diana, so it does end up being a 2 for 1. Or is it going to be a 3 for 1? 3 for 1 it is. Yes, she took down the TF, but was not able to take down the Caitlyn. Otherwise, it would have been a 3 for 2. But even still, that's not all that great. Up top, Riven is just pressuring this Lee Sin around a bit. She knows she's safe, because she knows that everyone's down bottom. But now the purple team is going to go ahead and grab this dragon. By the way, she did get this tower here, so the first tower kills go to the blue team. The mid tower is also gone. So gold-wise, the purple team is only a little bit ahead. They're about to be even more ahead because of this. They are now about 3k ahead, not quite, slightly less. But they're definitely getting ahead fairly quickly. But I believe that Vayne carries a bit harder. Oh, there's another kill up top. So good, take a look at that. I guess Riven decided to go at tower dive. Yeah, I think Vayne carries harder than Caitlyn. I'm not sure exactly, but I'm almost certain that she does. Because she is a very, very strong late gamer. Okay, so she just went in, used her ulti, and just took him down with no problem at all. Still at full health even and everything. Popped a potion so that in case she got ganked, she would be ready. But unfortunately, she's about to get a 3-person gank. There is the TF gold card. Is he going to land it? Does he have flash? He does have flash. In comes the Hecarim. Going to go ahead and use his spear. There is the... Oh, the gold card actually disappeared. So... their red buff is there on the Riven, so the Riven does end up going down to the Caitlyn. He stayed way too long there. He really should have backed off right after killing that Lee Sin. He would have survived, but he kind of stuck around and tried to get a couple of minion kills, and that's what got him dead there. But down bottom is actually going to go ahead and grab this tower because the only defense they are against is Trundle. And you're not really scared of support Trundle when he's alone. He can be mean on his game. Oh, Diana's going in on him. She does use her ulti twice. He does have to flash out of that, so her gank did result in a flash. And now they actually are probably going to get this tower. They're pressuring it really hard. There's 4 people down here. Yeah, they're definitely going to get it. And TF, on the other hand, was actually grabbing that middle tower in the meantime. GG Jessca Jung is a little bit overextended here. Her team left her, so she is going to die. And now the rest of her team is on the run. They are picked up on this ward, so the enemy team knows where they're going. TF does have his gold card ready again. He's going to try... Oh, that pillar! The pillar did end up grabbing the... or hitting the Xin, so he couldn't go back, so he had to go back in. And he did end up going in. He was able to do a bit of damage. They did take down that Trundle, but now the TF took down the Xin as well. Very nicely played by both teams there. Yet again, I believe it just kind of widened that gap there for the purple team. What's really keeping the blue team in this game, though, is the fact that they have been getting towers. They've already got 4 towers, whereas the purple team has only got 2. Blue team is still behind, but not nearly as far behind as they would be if they hadn't been getting these towers. They've got multiple split pushers. All these ganks that are happening, they're being ganked by 4 people, 3 or 4 people, so each time they're leaving a lane open. So the blue team is very quick to take advantage of that and go ahead and grab towers whenever they can. There's a ping here on Baron. I'm not sure why. Riven's hanging around here. Looks like she's probably... Oh, there is a ward there. She does flash, stuns that TF. TF did use his Zhonya's, though, so he is going to escape that. In comes the Diana, though, so he had to flash as well. And now the Riven and Diana are on the run. The Hecarim did just use his ulti and took down that Lulu. Lee Sin just went and took down the Riven, so down goes Diana to the Hecarim as well. So this did not turn out well for the blue team at all. The Xin is now on the run. He did just get hit back by the Hecarim, but I don't think he's going to go down to this. He does get hit by that TF card, but he's still going to be fine, I believe. This tower is going to go down there. There's really nothing he can do alone. The Vayne is coming in to try to assist, but I don't think he's going to be able to... Yeah, it's already gone, so there's the end of that sentence. They do, however, stop them from taking down this tower, but they are going to lose their buffs to it. But the purple team did pink ward this back, by the way. So the blue team pink warded it to get rid of the wards by the enemy team, and the purple team said, fine, we'll pink ward too. And they did, and the blue team was sad. So the rest of the blue team is back up again. They're all going back out to their lanes. Caitlyn is just here free farming. She's now at 118 CS versus Vayne's 149. She's still quite far behind there, but she's definitely catching. I think she's ahead in gold because of those 7 assists. She's got 712, yeah, 7,100 versus 6,600. So yeah, she's around 6,000 ahead. Pretty impressive there, and I believe she just went back to go get another item as well. Zin's going back as well. Vayne is now able to free farm herself because that Caitlyn is gone and there is nobody here to fight against. So she's just going to go ahead and do that. In the meantime, the rest of the blue team's mostly grouped mid, except for Xin, who actually went back, like I said. But the purple team's fairly scattered out right now, so they're not really able to do anything. GG Jessca Jung is going to go ahead and be fairly careful here. Doesn't want to get canked here, and TF was actually waiting for her too, so Vayne is going to have to be careful. She is going to wait in this bush though. She saw, I thought she was going to wait in this bush. Maybe she's not. She did see the TF there. Okay, yeah, she was just waiting to make sure. She is going to go in on that TF, and she is going to be able to take him down. He does have his gold card getting ready, but he wasn't able to do it before. She just bursted him down like crazy. So he does end up going down to this. Hecarim is coming in for a gank though. Xin is here to go in on him as well, so it's going to be a 2 versus 1. I believe the Hecarim is going to have to be careful. He does use his ulti. The Vayne does end up surviving that though. I don't know what exactly the shield was. Oh, it was Locket of the Iron Solari, I believe. She did get a shield there from that Locket of the Iron Solar, so she was able to survive that, and I believe she got shutdown gold for that, didn't she? We're going to go there. Oh, she didn't get the kill. Alright, so there's that one. Okay, there. Let's see, where's that shield? Okay, it was shutdown gold, but it went to Xin. I didn't see the shield pop up in the buff list, but there's a lot of buffs there, and it didn't last long anyway. But she did end up surviving, so she got an assist, so she did get shutdown assist gold, which is not bad at all. But the Xin got quite a bit of shutdown gold, which is even better, and he just got red buff out of that. Nice counter gank there. It was very good of him to come down, because you know when she's that extended that he is going to come down and gank her, because alone, had it been one-on-one, he could have taken her. We saw that. Had it not been for the Xin there, she would have died. She got really close as it was. He almost took her down with the 2 of them. So, definitely a good move by the Xin, reacting and getting there in time so that he was able to save her. She's going in on Dragon. Currently alone. The TF did go ahead and ulti though, so she's going to have to fall back because he's coming in and none of her allies are coming. She does get really close to dying there. There is the TF Zanya, so she actually positioned herself so she could stun him against the wall, but he is able to take her down because his cooldowns were up. So she does end up going down to this. The Diana is there, and the rest of the blue team is actually going in on Lee Sin here. Lee Sin's getting really low. He does go down to the Riven, and the rest of his team is having to fall back from that dragon because they're not able to handle it themselves anymore. TF is going after that Xin, but he died to the Diana. Now the Hecarim went in, got popped up by the Xin. He's really strong though, so I don't think he's going to die. Well, he did overstay his welcome though. The rest of his team's kind of running away. So he got popped up by that Xin again. He did go ahead and use his ulti to get across from there. But Riven is still going in, but he is going to use his abilities to get out. Oh, that Diana! Diana came in at the last second and just took him down the rest of the way. There is the Caitlyn ulti on that Xin, but Xin didn't care because Xin is Xin, and Xin is strong. So, Xin ate that ulti and was okay with it. The Riven is going in on the Trundle, did go ahead and land her stun there. He does end up using his flash, but I think he's still going to go down. He is, had it not been for whatever that heal was, he actually would have gone down. I don't know exactly, oh, I think he used his ulti. Yes. Yeah, he used his ulti on her, so he actually survived because of that ulti. But Now the Lee Sin came in. Trundle did end up going down because he unwisely came back out. He thought he was going to help get that kill, but instead he just ended up giving a kill, and he ended up dying again. So, or not again, but he did end up dying, and Lee Sin died as well. TF just took down that Riven. Actually, I didn't even see that, even though I was looking right at it. So there is the death of the Trundle. The Riven does take down that Lee Sin. And where is TF in this? Oh, he was right there. Okay, so he just went ahead and stunned Riven and took her down. It's very nice there. Meantime, Vayne was just pushing mid. I think she got a little bit of tower damage there, but Caitlyn was there to defend it. So the blue team is definitely starting to come back here. They are now slightly less than 2k behind, whereas before they were a bit less than 3k behind. So they're definitely catching up, doing everything they can. Like I said, Vayne is kicking into hyper carry mode now. She does have a Phantom Dancer and a Blade of the Ruined King, which is going to make things really nasty for the purple team. She's switching into that mode where she's just destroying everything. So Hecarim, on the other hand, is able to take her down. So if they do focus this Vayne, they probably can still win a team fight. Diana does a lot of damage herself, but Vayne is the real carry, and she is the one who does a ton of damage. Tons of damage! Yay, freak. So they're going to go ahead and give this blue buff. My guess would be 2 to that's Diana, because Diana with a blue buff is great. Yeah, Diana does go in, and she is going to go ahead and get that. There's the ward from the purple team on Baron, and then Lulu is warding it as well. She does have the oracles, so she is going to take down that purple team ward and then just go ahead and fall back. Purple team has no idea what's going on up there. That's always a very unpleasant feeling when your enemy gets rid of your ward and you don't know what's at Baron, because you don't know if they're going in on it. Now, obviously, they know, and really they knew before because they did see Riven top. As long as Riven was top, they knew that it was safe to not even worry about Baron at the moment, but had everybody disappeared from the blue team, they would have had to worry very quickly. Not sure why there's a back ping there from the blue team. Anyway, Riven's going in on these double golems, so she is going to go ahead and grab that just very quickly. The rest of her team is pushing mid, so the purple team still knows that it is perfectly safe to go ahead and carry on as usual. Don't worry about the Baron yet, but I think that the blue team might be setting up for Baron fairly soon, because they have cleared out these wards. The purple team has no wards left, and they're pushing these lanes, getting everything ready. TF is bot, but again, it is TF, so he does have his teleport. His ulti is up. There's a ping on him. I'm not sure if they're thinking about going down to gank him. Oh, Hecarim's going in on Diana. Diana does use her shield, and she actually uses her ulti to get away from him, but unfortunately, she does get hit into the tower because of that, so she does go down. There's the TF ulti. TF is coming in, and he is in now. Vayne's getting really low. Vayne is going to go down. Yep, she does go down to the Lee Sin. The Caitlyn takes down the Xin Zhao, so now the only ones left are Riven and Lulu. Riven's going to go ahead and start going back here. Definitely want to do that because you know they're going to press for this. There's a ping on her, but they don't even notice she's going back. Even though really you should, because it does do this big huge circle now. So honestly, by now there's really no reason to back ping because you know what they're doing. The only thing I can think of is that they thought maybe she might be getting ready to be ganked or something. But that's not going to happen because you can see the enemy pushing mid. All is one. So they were not able to defend this, obviously, because there were only 2 of them, and the purple team just kind of shoved them down. And there is the ping on Baron, because they do know that it's clear. Well, actually, by now they don't. Well, no, I mean, they do, really, because they cleared out these wards, and they have these wards here, so they know that the enemy did not go ahead and reward them. So they are going to go ahead and head on over there. Vayne is on her way up. Riven and Diana are already here, getting ready to go in. They are going in on this. There's a couple pings there from the purple team. Purple team doesn't really know. Oh, now they know what's happening because of the TF ulti. So there is the Hecarim. They're getting ready to counter that Baron if they continued, but the blue team did not continue. She does have her... Oh my, in comes the Trundle going in on her. She does have the oracles, by the way, is what I was about to say. So she was able to clear that ward, but the purple team was still able to push it back. There's Trundle placing a pink ward, but again, she has oracles, which means that that pink ward can easily go down without them having to worry about it. Hecarim just went in, did a little bit of damage to Zin's out there, but not really a ton. Not tons of damage. But the purple team is actually just pushing mid, which, actually no, okay. There we go. There's the ping on the bot tower. That's what I was about to say. That not really the best of ideas to push mid when the enemy team is there and there's nothing here to hit. And they are indeed going down here to hit this tower. There is the blue we should defend this ping, but I don't think they're going to get there in time. They're a little bit too slow. Trundle did go ahead and use his pillar there to keep them back, so this tower does go down. And now the purple team says, hey, let's do Baron. Not sure if they'll actually do it. I've noticed a lot of times in the high-level games you will see a lot of Baron pings before Baron is actually attempted. I believe one of the pro gamer or professional league players actually called it a noob trap, which it often is, really, because you've got people that say we should go do Baron at the worst times possible, and it can completely turn a game around. So you've got to watch out for that. Diana's top defending here while the rest of her team defends this tower. Not a bad decision. You don't need the whole team most of the time to defend this one tower, simply because of the fact that it's a tower and your team versus their team. It does always help. Probably needs to defend this. Yeah, she is going to go ahead and defend that. The rest of the purple team is, or the rest of the blue team is still defending here. Purple team is still hitting this. Zin actually just went in, used his ulti and shoved them all this way. He was probably trying to shove them that way, but unfortunately it didn't happen. So he is actually going to go down. Wings of Death just went in, getting really low himself. He does go down. Vayne goes down as well, but they are able to take down that Lee Sin. But unfortunately for them, the purple team just kind of mopped him up. So that was an ace. They did take down this turret, and now they can just completely push this way. They've got the minions, and that is probably GG. Yeah, there's the surrender vote, so they knew it was over, so they went ahead and surrendered. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the items here. Baron was lucky this game. He escaped death. Alright, we've got Hecarim with 175 CS versus Xin Zhao with 83. That is a huge difference. And Hecarim is 6'3" versus 3'6". So Hecarim definitely got the best of that one. Hecarim has Randuin's Omen, Spirit of the Elder Lizard, Lock of the Iron Solari, Glacial Shroud, and a Ninja Tabby versus Xin Zhao with a Runic Bulwark, Lock of the Iron Solari, Giant's Belt, Madred's Razors, Null Magic Mantle, and Boots of Speed. He doesn't even have his level 2 boots yet. He was working on it, but he doesn't have it yet. The Lee Sin is at 154 CS versus Riven at 208. So Riven actually definitely got the lead in CS-wise, but he's 989, whereas she is 673. So I believe gold-wise, he ended up coming out ahead anyway. Yeah, but not by a whole lot, by about 300 gold. The TF is at 206 CS versus Diana's 233. He's at 9315 versus 660. He's way ahead of her, even though that small difference in CS. So he has a Rabadon's, Zonya's, which we saw him use a couple times, Lichbane, and Sorcerer's Shoes, no enchant. She's got Abyssal Scepter, Nashor's Tooth, Sorcerer's Shoes with the Home Guard enchant, Blasting Wand, and Double Doran's Ring. The Caitlyn is at 201 CS versus Vayne at 233, so Vayne definitely stayed ahead on CS there. Caitlyn is 6212 versus 382. Vayne comes out behind Caitlyn in that. 32 CS is not going to make up for that difference. The Caitlyn has Bloodthirster, Phantom Dancer, Last Whisper, and Berserker's Greaves versus Blade of the Ruined King, Phantom Dancer, Last Whisper, Berserker's Greaves, and Doran's Blade. So actually, I'm not sure exactly how, let's see, 2, 2, 4, yeah, actually, Vayne's a little ahead in item-wise. I'm pretty sure she's ahead gold. She's behind gold, yeah, she is behind gold, but Caitlyn has 1647 stocked up, so had she spent that, she could easily be ahead of Vayne again. The Trundle is at 12 CS versus Lulu's 8, but that doesn't matter. He's at 220 versus 058, which is a big difference there. He's got Shirelia's Reverie, Ionian Boots of Lucidity, Kindle Gem, and a Mana Manipulator versus Lulu, who has Ruby Sightstone, Ionian Boots of Lucidity, Kindle Gem, and a Philosopher's Stone. So that is the end of this game. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I shall see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye.